Good morning, everybody. Morning, Vele. Morning, Emily. So, let's take a look at the charts where we're at and what we can expect today. Main idea is that we have some buy-side liquidity, sell-side liquidity that's been building up right here. So if we go to 5 minutes, we can see we just took out internal liquidity right here. If we fall any further, we will take out this right here and then come to this gap. We're building up a lot of trendline liquidity too, so if we need some liquidity, we would probably take it out. Previous week high is very close by, so if London opens and wants to take out previous week high, it's perfectly possible. For this week, starting the week, I would say we go a little bit down first to take out these internal liquidities to go back up. Interest rates were cut, so the main idea is still that we go up higher, of course. So anybody new to this channel, eunicea trades will be on the right side, mine will be on the left side. So eunicea is trading orb, continuation payment, and I just trade continuation trades at this point. Last week we had a nice Friday straight off of the open. We got actually this trade of a continuation and actually immediately run. So we ended actually at open. So we only took a half hour because it was at open. So we had for value gap left hand side, we tapped it. We actually came about, I believe, 2 points or 3 points from our stop, and then actually we rallied off straight away to all-time high. Afterwards, we started chopping around a bit and came back down and then continued higher. I was still expecting higher prices, but this was actually a move. So here we got our exit a little bit below all-time high, then it came back down, and then it moved immediately back to highs. So was expecting that we saw higher prices, but yeah. Okay, let's see if I can find the text that was here. So still have, where is it? Just to see. We had a small daily opening gap, but we already filled it, so that one is gone. So this one here, we had a small daily gap, so we tend to fill these up very fast. But we came up, came back down, so we are actually already filled it. So no need to do that again. Like I said, we'd love to see a little bit more down prices to get into one of these gaps and then go up, or London goes up and then go down. It's one or the other. We will need some form of liquidity right here, so here it is. One off for a second, remove the rest. Okay. So the 15 minutes will be on the left side. And the continuation payment, the orb will be on the right side, of course. Read your trading plan, first of all. When you get in here, we have another, at least a few more minutes. No tapping yet, no for value gaps yet created, so being patient. We don't see any. At this point it looks like we actually had a structure to the downside. So we came up, took all-time high, we fell a bit, we came back into that for value gap, we came back down. We did not change, we didn't make another boss to the downside. We came back up, tapped the for value gap again and pushed again a bit lower. So it looks like it wants to go lower, but it doesn't have too much strength, so it took the internal liquidity. Now let's see what it does right here. I will put all my plays today in Discord, no matter what, whenever I get the chance, and I see a 15 minutes, I will definitely let you all know. So that would be my idea where we could go to right here. If we fall, we can see where we head to these gaps. That's not, I believe that's also daily gap that we were in then. Yeah, there's, yeah, the only daily gap that we have yet is here. So weekly, we do have a weekly gap on that daily gap too, so we have some liquidity right there, but we will see if we even get that low. Hope you're all feeling well today. So I will be auditing a lot of journals, and I'm in the background. I'm making, like I said, some nice edits to the trading course, so you actually know everything. These will start coming out from this week on. I'll try to do 2 a week extras, so that we can get, that you can get every information that you actually need. They will start from very basics to just like how to use TradingView to anything else that you actually need. For the most in the bootcamp, they actually have everything you need already. You know where liquidity is, you know how the market is, how it moves, what it does, when it does it. So you have a good trading plan already. So what most people don't have, you got a great journal too. So you have a trade journal, but most people actually don't have either. So to be a profitable trader, you already have everything. But like, I know people like to know a lot more sometimes, so I'll give them the information that they need, but don't allow this information to go in overthinking. So make sure that you always follow your structured plan. That's all what you need actually in trading. Like I said, trading is actually very easy to do, and still a lot of people can't do it because they can't follow just a plan. It's so simple it is, and not everybody can do it. I can mention it a huge amount of times. Oh, morning Neo. Me and my wife are doing a challenge against each other. So we're taking 100 trades, both of us, and see who gets the best outcome. So all the trades will be on the right side and mine will be on the left side. We need to have some fun while we're doing it. So my wife is every day with you guys trading. Also, she's not speaking like I am, but she's still here. I would like to have some fun while we're trading, so we're not the average traders that we are. We just trying to enjoy it and make it lovely for everybody. I want to see if the student actually beat the master already. So I'm a teacher, so I want to see if she's actually doing it better than I am. I believe so, actually. For me, this is day 2 actually. Friday was the first. Every day I'll make sure that you actually. So the first day trade that I took was yesterday, Friday's trade. So I took 3 trades on this. So I'm 3 trades further. So I'm on 2.2 right now. So I started on Friday. So I took 2.2 hours at this point off of it. So we now took that buy side liquidity, or sell side liquidity. That's morning talk. So we just took out that sell side liquidity. We came into a 5-minute value gap right here. Did we tap it? We didn't tap it yet. So we will tap this at least. So this is that gap right here. We didn't tap it yet, so we will definitely go take this and then see what happens. So if we go up from here, it's perfectly possible. So that was internal liquidity. We made a boss. Now we did, if this one closes down here, we make a boss structure to downside again. So we could come up with some retesting and then continue lower. I would love to see us hit at least this one, that level. I'll make sure that you can follow every trade that we take. My wife has a journal and I have one, so. So 2 more minutes for the orb range. So again, trades of eunicea on the right side of the screen, mine are on the left side. Anybody that plays orb can follow along with eunicea. And anybody that's in Discord already chatted with her, so.
Of die daar meer al te halen. De haan heeft een heel zwaar door je lang niet.
Ja, bijna moet wel zo. Je hebt niks te slapen volgens mij heel dag te zien. Dat deed was zo Hij had maar een blaffen ook gisteren. Ja, die zat toch waarschijnlijk. Want ik vond dat hij uit mijn rare plaats had maakte. Heuk. My dog went walking yesterday. This night. The door was open again. He pushed it open, or Alana left it open. And he will not be speaking this day. He's fully asleep. So everybody just joined the stream and that's in the Discord of mine. Please go read your trading plan before we start. Again, we still have another 5 minutes if you trade orb, and if you have that continuation play, we actually have a bit more. We do have the first 15 minutes right here that could be created soon. Let's see if we can. So orb is finished and it's about 25 points, so every contract should be around $50. So we're now going to hit that 5 minute FVG right here. So I left it open. This is a 5. So this market, if this doesn't hold any value, we just will flush through it straight to that lower part. We do not have any news today, so we're good to go. Should be a very relaxing morning. Just somebody speaks at 10, but I have no idea. ECB, Escrivria. I have no idea who that is. Escriva, I have no idea who she is or who he is actually. But for the rest, it's only yellow folders. So tomorrow we do have some volatility in the morning session. So we have some news coming out. For the rest of the week, it looks actually pretty good. So for the extras on the course, if anybody has a nice question for me that you'd like information about, shoot please, or give me. I'd love to give you the information that's needed. The more questions I get, the easier it actually is for myself to make a course out of it. Something that's actually quite normal for myself and that actually most of the people don't know yet. Okay, he's awake again. So we just tapped at 5 minutes. If we fall from here to the downside, that would be actually a great sign for the work that we continue lower. And Q trades at Asia lows, kill zones. Yeah, we just took out indeed. We just took out Asia low, so we will see what happens right here. Would prefer to see that at 5 minute got tapped before we continue higher. Yeah, previous week high is very close by, so if London wants to decide to go up and then fall for the rest of the day, perfectly possible. How do I trade differently on all-time highs? I just do continuation right here. You don't need to do anything special. Every 15 minutes for value gap that creates a retracement, so say that we have a push up and then we have retracement into one of these 15 minutes right here, I would long off of it straight away. Low. So if we hit one of these two, stop at the low and just continue higher. Trading all-time high is actually the easiest thing there is. Just trade it up and take every round number, so say 100 level right here, up to 900 level. If you go up again, 950 level. If you want to go up a bit, 25,000. So like this, every 100 level or every 50 levels you can go up. If you want to know how I trade all-time highs, just like that. And until I see a change in character to the downside, I am always trying to long continue the way that actually the market is trading at this point. Crypto is bleeding. Is crypto going a little bit down, or what is bleeding? 5%, 2%? Gold is going up, so that's good. Still means that people want to invest. You guys, it's down 5%. Come on. If you have any idea, crypto just moved up like huge amounts. It's normal that we go a bit down, let's say. And by the way, did I? Okay, let's go to USDT if we can for a minute. That was the reason why I took something off right here when we get this high. So we just went back down, we came back up, we took out buy side liquidity. Now I want to see us hit this level, and then I'm adding again. So I want to see us get to this level for crypto. If we hit that 470, I am going back into the market and letting it fall, and then we're going to go straight to this level. So we got about then a 40% added to USDT, out of USDT back into the crypto market. This is what I'm aiming for. So I've been patient constantly. When we go sideways, we don't do anything, we just be patient. Don't jump in anything, go out of anything, just be patient. It's Monday, so they tend to take out liquidity. So if you hit above this high, I'm pretty sure that we go lower. So the reason why I didn't take anything off yet, because these are equal highs. So if we have equal highs laying around, we just be patient. So this is buy side liquidity. If we take that, we will go down. Until that happens, we just need to be patient. So we're now trading inside that 5 minutes right here. That's very good. Now I want to see us fall further down. Otherwise we're going straight for all-time high here. Yeah, I like the 5 minutes for value gap to be inverted and entered by to kill. Maybe add some of the overbreaks. For me, this is still a downward structure, so nothing is showing me at this point that we want to go up. We didn't hit this, so if we hit it at 5 minute right here, I would say okay, that would be a nice movement, but actually I believe we didn't. Oh, we missed it by a few points. Let's see this, how does this move? Okay, this looks like it wants to go higher. This yeah, my plan is very easy. I just wait for a 15-minute value gap to get tapped and then continue the order flow. So we will see what order breaks. If one wants to go to the upside, we can follow too. So target for target. If we go to the upside, is all-time high, of course. So silver is up again today, gold's up again today. So anybody that has commodities into into metals, perfectly. Crypto will go up again too. I believe November is the last month that I want to actually, I believe by halfway October, maybe start of October, I will add again, and then take it all out at the end of, probably at the beginning of November. It will depend on how the market reacts, of course, but that's actually my end target. If you want to buy something good, anything under BNB at this point is very much going up. Do you have a trading plan, Neil? Because you said, I'll maybe enter this if this inverts that 5-minute value gap. So why do you say maybe? If it's your plan, you should take it. Or is there a reason why you shouldn't take it something? Huh? Glas?
Hier, ja.
Oei.
Oei, oei.
I've got to be patient, Emily. You just took out actually a liquidity pool, so we didn't change characters, so we didn't go to the downside, no nothing. So for me, it does look like we want to go much lower. Yeah. So we took sell side by side, we are falling, so getting halfway there. I'm gonna enter this with a half hour. With a half hour? Met een halve?
Ja.
Oh ja. So I'm in the short right now. The only thing I don't like is that we took out the Asia low. So it's a bit of a risky play, so this is why I took a half. Reason why is we didn't close below these wicks, so I wanted to see a full close. That would have been actually perfect. And I'm trading against major trend, so I want to actually trade with the trend and not against it. I will see in the next 5 minutes how this reacts. I don't want to see this fall rather quickly. If we hit that high, we don't do anything, I'll probably even take a contract off. My stop is about 13 points from here. My target is this low. Not the smartest move, I know, but just following plan. again, I am in shorts. I'm actually having a long pants on. No, I'm actually in a short right now. So let's see if this market wants to continue a bit lower. We came in halfway there for value gap, so if we're gonna continue, it should be right here. Good eye, Emily. You're awake this morning. So if we hit this low, I'm at a 5 minute for value gap right here. I am taking one off right now. So again, I am taking one contract off right here. So what's my idea of trading if we take continuation payments? So if I add, the first TP for me is actually that low right here. So if we have a continuation, we have a retest of it, which tend to fall straight to that low again. So this is also where I take my first contract off. After that, I just let it go and see what it brings. So we shouldn't come back up now all the way to here. So I do need to wait for that 15 minute to close. If that 15 minute closes further, I'll probably even put my stop at break even. So we now came in a 5 minute for value gap that I wanted to see us actually hit before. If this structure to the downsides continues and we actually stay under that low swing, so we knew that we made a new break of structure right there, and we can put our stop right there. Until that happens, we need to be patient. So again, I took one off at that low, so make sure if you're in this trade with me that you do the same. If you want to have the same results, of course. Now I do want to see how this moves. If this comes straight back up to that high, to my entry, I'll probably close it. Because I don't want to see us hang around here, especially not after taking buy side liquidity twice, tapping this, and now this actually needs to continue in the next 2-3 minutes. So about 15 minutes till open. No orb yet broken to the downside or upside, so the good thing is that we have here a new 5 minutes that's been created. So if we stay around this level right here, it's a very good sign that we can actually see if this fair value gap holds, yes or no. If it doesn't and it goes straight up to the high again, we probably go up high right here. I'm not seeing chat at the moment, so just be patient. So we're still inside.
Terwijl op mijn symptoom. En die wat te spelen, die staat er dan op en ja, dan gaat het niet meer.
Kan dat doen. Oh. I'll immediately add this trade to the journal while I'm here. So entered on 8:30. We are today the 22.
Dan zit je onder iemand zeker.
We took a short. Continuation trade to the downside. FVG. Okay. So in the meantime, you're here, you can do the same. So just take your journal, immediately put everything in that's needed, so that we can actually, at the end of the day time, just enter that one, a little bit more information, and that's it, that you're done with it. Make sure that you journal every trade. It's so important. This is actually the first thing that you can see where you have to, where we actually can help you immediately. So what do I mean by that? If we can see that there are a lot of reds inside with big R's, so say that we have here constantly 2, 1, 1.5, 3, I would say that you should reduce your risk a lot faster. If you have a lot of greens, I want to know why they are. If you have small greens like 0.5, 0.6, I know why they are actually smaller than the rest than needed. But if this trade plays out great, that would be at least the 1.5 R that we make. Let me see on my screen what it is. Yeah. We do got a round number just above, so that's 24,800 level. So right here, I want to see how we react off of this level. So this is my main idea. That's again at 24,800 level. If we have a sharp reaction off of this, I'll probably close the trade. It depends on how we react. So open in about 11 minutes. So if we will have luck today. It looks like the market will definitely continue at this point here. It stayed. It still is hanging around here. It's created now 2 fair value gaps right here. So if we fall down, we have a nice indication. If the market wants to change hands, we have a double stacked 5-minute fair value gap just above us. So if the market wants to continue, it just will retest this and then fall further. We should not come above that high again if you want to continue lower. So still inside our orb range, so anybody that trades orb, be patient. We're about 10 minutes from open. not the fastest market this morning session, but we're used to it. London is a very relaxing market, but the goods are collected. What we can make out of it. So that was just inside that order range. Yeah, same on M&Q. So I put it one limit cell at that 24,800 level, and I'm keeping one left and see how far it actually falls. I got about 4 contracts inside, so I took one off. I still have 2 left, and so after this one, and then see what it brings. If we can let it fall further down, yes or no. I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom for a second.
Hopla. Ja, en dat was mijn tas, hè, vriend. Het is de champignonregeling. Dat kan ook, hè. Allee, Azul. Hey.
Ik voel ook wel een beetje spier. Ja, met hadden eigenlijk echt gezegd, en nu aan het leven, maar je denkt dan niet van Azos of van Beentjes. Bij hun vervolging. Dus, over dat je hoofd anders aan denkt, is het niet. Ja, meer zo'n flow state in. Het is niet van, oh ja, wat dan hoe we kunnen, of dan hoe leuk. Als we dat de ene hangt, daar is er ook in. Probeer het nog, een paar minuten.
Nou, het is nog 2 minuten. Die mag ik niet doen.
Heb je al mediteerd?
Ja,
Of niet?
jawel.
Ben je nog niet bezig?
Het is begonnen voordat we aan het rijden waren al, hè. Het is 10 voor nu.
Ja, meditatie.
Het was een meditatie.
Dat is ook goed zo.
Nou, mijn bed gaan opmaken.
Ja. Okay. I'm back. Minute and a half, and we could close to the downside here. Again, we have a nice view for value gaps just laying above us. Now that could indicate that we actually can fall further down. Again, at that 800 level, I got one cell left. Oh, I got one limit cell right there. And the last one is at 24,755. So my last TP is in this lower part of this value gap. We do need to get there, of course. Can I join in the trades in this 5-minute candle before? Yeah, if London doesn't open yet, yes you can. So we still have 18 seconds. Let's see if it actually falls to there. It looks like it will not close to the outside. I do prefer that the market immediately keeps falling right here, Anthony. So we did not, so we got 5 minutes still open. We tapped that 5 minute for value gap right here already, so I actually have no idea if the market will continue right now. It looks like it wants to continue, but open will definitely show us more. The hourly looks like it wants to fall, but we got still 4 minutes, so this can just as well come back all the way back up. So this hourly will indicate a lot more. We got about 4 more minutes in this hourly. If we fall, this will definitely continue. The deepest part that I can see it go would actually be right here. That would be an hourly for value gap. That has been tapped, but still open. I'm not sure that we will get to 700, so that's about 124 points to the downside. So 3 minutes still open. Not sure that it's in your plan that you actually don't trade that open, right? Yes. I don't want to see actually open take our entry to our entry again. So if open comes, I want to see it actually maybe hit that upper for value gap one more time and then continue immediately lower, because we are now actually building up liquidity again and we're actually holding. So it looks like that gap is holding. So the next 2 minutes I want to see it as low as possible, this hourly. Here comes open. I had open actually, or to the, oh no, another 1 minute actually. So if this one falls and closes below here, I'm putting my stop at entry right here. So this is change of structure again to the downside, pulse to the downside if we break that low. So then I'm putting my stop to entry. Anybody in this short with me? I am putting stop to entry when this candle closes below this wick. So this is stop at entry. That would be orb to the outside too, but that was actually on the candle of 9, so it's up to you if you take this yes or no in your plan. So I'm putting my stop to entry. Just above my entry actually, it's about 2 points. I'm putting it actually on that wick. On this wick. Stops. That's 24,837. I think it's about 1 point or something that I'm off. And with the profit that I took already, it doesn't matter. So now we can let this trade go. So my trade is fully in profit actually, so it doesn't matter what it does right now. Heet hem genoemd? Okay, so Eunicea did take the orb on open. So gotta put hers into. So she took this one. Stops are what? Van boven het orb?
15 minuten. Boven.
So the stop.
15 minuten. 15 minuten gap. Minuten gap.
44, 50. So our stop is actually on this wick. And TP.
Nee. Dan moet je door maar naar weer eens kijken.
No TP yet. Take some stuff off.
Add. Ik heb geadd.
So the stop.
Welk moment, ja.
So this looks like a strong push up, so I don't want to see it go up much further, or that will be my stop of course. So this is why I put my stop to entry right here. Because we came in open, we still didn't push below that 5 minute for value gap, we're still holding on to that one. The hourly candle is looking bearish at this point, so we could come back halfway to that hourly candle. I don't want to see us come all the way to the highs of the hourly candles, no need for it. So if we want to fall, it should be right around here somewhere. This is about the highest I want to see that come. So 10 minutes in open, and it looks like we could go for all-time high right here. So that's a 5 minute to the upside, so I don't like this movement. So we now hit that top of the value gap, so now I want to see the market immediately fall to the downside if we want to continue lower. So that's about 8 minutes in this 15 minutes, so it should be about 2 more minutes and then we should actually continue lower if we want to fall further. Otherwise we're definitely going for all-time high or previous week high. It depends on how you watch it. So I don't like stalling at a certain level with then a fungled candle to the upside after taking a liquidity pool. But the next 7 minutes will definitely show us what it wants to do. So if we get halfway down or up again in the next 7 minutes, if we don't fall further, we will go up. But for now, just be patient. So this is what I want to see if we want to continue lower, of course. We hit that FVG and then continue further down. If that was a 15-minute value gap, I would have added to the trade, but it wasn't. So no adding.
And use candle close deze, hè?
En dat wordt heel hard door. So the most important thing is while you're trading actually is reading the candles while we're trading. So we want to see how we react on certain levels. So we came into Asia low, so that's definitely a liquidity pool. What do we also have now? So to the upside, if the order wants to continue lower, we should reject strongly off of value gaps. These were double stacked, so I believe this was the point that it will show us if it wants to continue lower, yes or no. So it looks like after tapping it, that was a strong push further down, so it looks like it wants to continue a bit lower right here. Nonetheless, I am trading against the major trend, so I'm not gonna take it too far down. So that 800 level is definitely something I'm looking for, and afterwards we will see if we actually can fall further down. So this is trade 4 out of that challenge that I'm doing. We will see. So again, I am having a limit open. So we'll definitely sell one at the 800 level immediately when we hit that. Because there's a lot of liquidity right here where we're now at. So we were building up right here trendline liquidity, a lot of it. So this is actually an area where we could have some resistance off of it. So, 3. I'm taking one more off here, 803, so that's okay. So I took one more off and letting the rest run. So stops are fully at break even right now. I'm just putting it a little bit below because we came back and we took a week. So, and the rest is for, we will see how much we get. So again, I took one off, I did wait for that 24,800 level. We will see how far the market now acts. And my stops are just a bit below my entry right now, so my stops are actually at 34, no, yeah, 34. Right here. So if you had patience for the 800 level, that will come right now. So this is the area when I want to see how we act off of it. So if you haven't taken off, trimmed one more, this is actually perfect area to trim one more if you still have something inside. That would be 2.8R right here that you got. So if you took full profit right here, you entered with a half R, that would be 1.4 that you made right here.
Mijn stop is verplaatsen.
Eunicea moved her stops right now. Sexy. I call her Oxy sexy, so for me it's very strange to say Eunicea, really guys. So I'll probably call sexy for the main time, so because I'm used to saying that. That actually feels very strange to me to say her name. Her stops are moved to 24,008, 37 and 25, where my stops used to be. So at the high of that week, right here. That was 37. Stop.
Ja, 837.
37.25. So this would be, if you still have something left, actually TP1, because this is the first of those huge liquidity boosts. You want to have a runner left go, yeah, you can just trail stop it up too. So if you want to have most of the profits, put your stop. If you want to keep the profits which you made right here, you can put your stop right here already. That would be at 24,831. So if the market continues lower, your stop should be at a protected high. So stops 24. 8, what was it, 831? Yeah, 8. 31. So again, I hope you took some profits right here, because that was the major low that I wanted to see hit. So that was again the 800 level. You can see I don't make this up, guys. We went 2 points below that 800 level, and we see how the action is. So if you want to ever play with the big boys, know the round numbers are actually very accurate numbers. And I will be patient, just let the market do its thing. Need to put in my notes that I don't trade half hours again. That's actually
Ik heb het gezegd, hè.
Yeah, so a bad point for myself. I didn't follow fully my rules, so need to be aware. Never enter again with a half hour.
Onderstand, ik heb het al gezegd.
I would have been a very beautiful play. So if you did enter with a full hour, congratulate yourself. Good work. If you like these streams and want me to continue doing this together with my lovely wife, should love to give us a thumbs up. So you support the channel with this. This way I actually grow a bit. Love to give us a thumbs up. So if it were to tap that 5 minute above, do we above again? Would you add? No, I only add on a 15 minute. Yes, Jacob, I'm only using the 15 minute. I got. John, can you show me your journal at least on screen? Yeah, of course. What? Do you want me? Oh, look, I even give you a copy of it. You can go, Jacob. You can actually go watch it yourself. This is my full trading journal of the last month and a half. If you want the other one, I used to have a bigger one. You can have, of course. Just ask. I got a second one. I just made this a new name. You should be able to enter it. If you want to take a copy, take a copy. Use it at least. So Jacob, the link is in the chat at this point. So I didn't see your chat yet. I'm not only using the 15 minutes, so I also use the hourly and the 4 hourly to say to me what the bias is at this point. So what do I look at? I just look at order flow. So order flow, you can see what the market wants to show you. So order flow was that we went up actually. We stalled a bit right here, we took that high. So now I want to see how we actually act on that order flow right at the moment itself. So what does the order flow tell you when we're here? So we're in the 15 minutes, so if you want to take a full TP right here, go ahead. That would be a nice adding spot. So what do I see in this order flow? So I saw that the market came up. We actually had that high and we didn't go above that high again. So we had rejection of that high again. So what does the order flow tell me here? Nothing yet. So we're just going sideways. Once we broke that low right here, this is actually an inside change of character to the downside. So then I want to see how do we act off of this. So I watched then for value gaps. So this 15 minute for value gap showed us that we actually still wanted to push a bit lower. So we entered on that for 15. We took our first TP straight under it. So after retests off of it, I want to see how we act. So now we had a hourly change in character right here on this low. So now we see how far we want to fall further down. And I want to take profits rather soon because we are trading against the bigger trend, of course, because we can see the bigger trend is up still. That doesn't mean that we can short, but it's always taking sooner profits. That's the main importance. So no matter what, this is a 4 hour, guys.
Ik heb mijn TP wel.
Huh?
Ik heb mijn TP hier.
Oh, my wife took TP, so she's fully out, right, by the way. So Orb is out. If you want to follow my, she just hit it our TP. So this was her TP. She added once. I'm still in. And I'm calling it today too, so it's a good one. So that's 1.5 hour right here. So I'm closing my trade too at that low. So right here, that was a close for me too. It was a good morning session. The market can do what it wants now. So any 15 minute now that I see back to the downside, you can actually continue this trading. So we see again the 15 minute right here. Now, do know we are trading into 215s to the upside. So this is internal structure for the major structure. So if we make a low and if we don't go below this right here, we are still trading upwards. Let me just log this first before I actually continue. I'll explain in a second. Two quarter off, one more at 24,800 level. And last, that's something like 24,777. Okay, good trade. That's a 1.6, 1.7. That's a 1.6. Could have held to the second gap probably, but yeah, that was a good trade. If that was a full R or a full entry, that was actually a 3R already immediately. So okay, let me go over that explanation of a second that I did. So what do I actually watch is the change in character of the movement itself of the chart. So I want to trade with the trend, not against it. If I trade against it, I take profit sooner. So what do I see? This is internal structure, and this is actually the major structure right here. So we are making, if you have not easy seeing this, this is actually where you can see it. So this is the low, the first, that's the high. So if we fall anywhere here, that would make so a higher low, that's a higher high. So if we create anything above this high, so as long as we make a higher low, that means that this is the main structure and this is the internal structure. From the main structure to the external structure, we actually move about 50% to the downside. 78 would be the max, something around here, and then we continue higher. So from here off, at that point, if we don't fall under this lower high, we're actually creating a new higher low. So if this one should fall beneath here, we're not creating a new one, we're creating a lower low then. And then we had a full change in character. If you have a full change in character, that means that the market will go down. At this point, we're still moving at the major trend is moving upwards. So this would be actually the area where I want to see the market change hands and go back to the upside if we want to continue higher. If not, we will follow that structure. That means that we had a full change in character right here then on a bigger time frame to the downside. And I want to see a retest of it. And that retest would actually be my entry. Where do we take it to? Again, to that change of characters low would be our first TP. And then see how we react under that. Do we make a new ball structure to the downside? Okay, great. Then we can re-enter and actually follow the market structure down. Where could we take it to? Yeah, all the way down here somewhere. And then we watch just where liquidity pools are. Every time a higher time frame liquidity pool is actually a very great area to take profits or to enter. Very easy system actually. You just need to take them, that's all. Emily, shout out to you. Good work this morning. Was this your first TP? Was this your first profit? If it was, nice. Happy for you. Jacob, are you in my Discord? If you aren't, I'll send you an invitation. Happy to help, Majid. So that was a nice stream today. Happy. If you love to continue, just give me some thumbs up. That's the only thing that I'm asking for, so that everybody can do. I already had some small TP today, just 0.8. I accidentally added instead of taking one off, so decided to close position and take the profit. Okay, so if you ever do this again, and if you add instead of taking, just take the contract immediately back off. Oh no, wait. If you do that, you will change your entry to the downside too. So
done this for a reason.
yeah. So if you do this again, just let the trade do its thing. Leave your stop where it is. It's not the biggest deal, actually. Yeah, I know. If you take one off, your entry changes. Yes. So best of all, that you can just leave it and see if the structure keeps continuing. But look at this. This is a nice structure to the downside. So. The thing is, if you watch on a higher time frame here, this is the hourly. There is nothing here in that hourly. So the only thing that could stop us was that hourly for value gap that we actually traded off. So here was an hourly for value gap. That was also a 5-minute inside. So this is the only thing that could stop us. This is that protected wick right here, off of it. So if we continue, it should be around this area. The 4 hour doesn't show us anything, so if we want to see 4 hour for value gaps, that's a very decent move still to the downside. So that would be 24,555. So, but here is actually my indication that we should move further up. If we had some small retracements. But that was a good stream, a good Monday, good way to start the week, and I wish you all a very great trading session for the rest of the day. I'm doing something different right now. I'll be enjoying my rest of the day. Again, journal your trades and see you back this afternoon, of course. Enjoy!